What's up, guys? I'm Josh Segura.
I'm Anna Biafanye.
And you are watching
The Broadway.com Show.
Welcome to The Broadway.com Show, your weekly guide to everything on stage and off. Or, as we like to think of it, your #1 source for information about Oscar winners, if they're on Broadway. Let's get started with the news. What's the buzz, Ryan?
Break out those black turtlenecks and oversized glasses, theater friends, because Broadway has found its newest nerds. Tony nominee Rory O'Malley and Brian Fenkart will star as tech giants Bill Gates and Steve Jobs, respectively, in Nerds, a musical comedy. Broadway favorites Patty Murin, Lindsay Mendez, Benny Elledge, Rob Morrison, and Kevin Pariseau are also on board for the musical, which explores the rise and rivalry of Jobs and Gates. Directed by Casey Hushin, Nerds will open April 21st at the Long Acre Theater. So, you still have plenty of time to figure out if you're more of a Mac or a PC.
Looks like Alfie Boe, who plays his final performance as Prisoner 24601 in Les Mis on February 28th, is sticking around Broadway for a while. The popular star will replace Tony Yazbek as J.M. Barrie in the Broadway.com Audience Choice Award-winning musical Finding Neverland on March 29th, opposite continuing leading lady Laura Michelle Kelly. Also new to the cast will be West End star Sally Ann Triplett, last seen on Broadway in The Last Ship, who will play prim and proper Madame du Maurier from March 1st to May 1st. Telling the backstory on the writing of Peter Pan, the family-friendly musical can be seen at Broadway's L'Enfantin Theater.
Nic Rouleau is saying hello again. The Book of Mormon alum returned to his mission in the Tony-winning show at the Eugene O'Neill Theater on February 23rd. Rouleau is back in the role of Elder Price, a Mormon missionary sent to Uganda, though he desperately wishes to go to Orlando, Florida. It's a part he's played on Broadway, in the West End, and on tour. The actor joins a cast that includes Christopher John O'Neill, Nikki Renee Daniels, Gray Henson, and Daniel Breaker. Welcome back, Nick.
Fresh off its success with The Wiz Live this past December, NBC has decided to keep a good thing going. The Peacock's next stage-to-screen production, HAIRSPRAY Live, will air on December 7th with some big theater names added to the event. Wiz Live director Kenny Leone will be back to spearhead the new musical, and he'll be joined by several HAIRSPRAY alums, including choreographer Jerry Mitchell and script adapter Harvey Fierstein, who won a Tony for playing Edna Turnblad in the Broadway production. The cast for HAIRSPRAY Live will be announced soon, but we bet Good Morning Baltimore is stuck in your head already.
Get ready! Motown the Musical, which tells the story of Berry Gordy's rise from small-town dreamer to big-time record mogul, has set dates for its eagerly anticipated New York return. The energetic hit, which closed on Broadway just over a year ago, will play the Nederlander Theater from July 12th to November 13th. Since leaving Broadway, the musical has become a sensation on the road and recently started performances in London's West End. But we are thrilled to welcome it back to Broadway, where it belongs.
Hi, I'm Gavin Creel, and you are watching The Broadway.com Show!
Looking for a killer musical to see this spring? Check out this hot shot of the stars of American Psycho by Broadway.com photo editor Caitlin McNaney. What a lineup! Star Benjamin Walker, who plays yuppie serial killer Patrick Bateman in the musical, is surrounded by his bloody amazing co-stars Alice Ripley, Helena York, and Jennifer Damiano. Catch the thrilling new show from Spring Awakening Tony winner Duncan Sheik beginning on March 24th at the Schoenfeld Theater.
The Secret Garden was a smashing success for Manhattan Concert Productions, the company that annually celebrates a great Broadway musical with an all-star concert. Sure, Ragtime, Titanic, and Parade were all good in past years, but something about The Secret Garden was extra special. Yes, Lucy Simon's score was more ravishing than ever with a full orchestra and choir, and yet Broadway stars like Sidney Lucas, Ramin Karimloo, Sierra Boggess, Ben Platt, and Cheyenne Jackson were all terrific in their parts. But what really warmed our hearts was seeing Daisy Eagan back center stage taking in a genuine standing ovation from the starry crowd. Eagan, of course, won a Tony for originating the role of Mary Lennox as a kid, and now she's graduated to inspirational chambermaid Martha. Eagan looked and sounded great and was visibly moved by the show's end, choking up during her big song, Hold On. She was crying up there, and we were doing the same out there in the dark. Congrats, Daisy, on a thrilling return to the Garden. Your star shines brighter than ever. In fact, you're our star of the week.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of The Broadway.com Show. We'll leave you with a couple of Daisy Eagan's Secret Garden co-stars, Cheyenne Jackson and Ramin Karimloo, passionately belting Lily's eyes. Swoon away to your heart's content, and we'll see you next week.
How can I now forget what I did?